Yes, I see your screen.
Perfect. Okay, so basically, like I was telling you last time, there is that there's a couple ways you can do your notes. You can upload a recording of the office visit. You can do a live scribe where it scribes everything that you talk to about your patient, and then it creates a note. Or you can do a snippet of note. I like to do the snippet of note because for me, as a physician, I like to just kind of type down just small bits of information and then let AI generate my note, make it nice and clean. I like it because also my staff, when they do my intake, they like to misspell my words and make the sentence kind of weird. So AI
Mhm.
kind of fix that for me before I get to it. But with that said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy a snippet of note right there. Okay. And then I have different templates. And this is what I didn't show you last time is that you can create your own templates. Even though there's 100 different templates for different specialty already in the
Mhm.
system, you can
Mhm.
add your own. So I have my own. I have my own SOAP note with compliance checker, and I also have punch biopsy as well as other procedure that I like to do, including membrane application. And I know that you have your own note for
Yeah.
that too. Is that right?
Uh-huh. Correct.
So so and the beauty of this is that each clinic or each institution can have their own set of template that everyone has to abide by.
Okay.
Why is that important? Because you can make sure that all the required fields and information is in the note before you bill out, especially for membrane. And you know that with membrane there's a lot of clawbacks, a lot of issue with notes, and before you bill out you need your notes to have all those information to fulfill
Mhm.
Medicare line guideline. And for me, I'm a stickler with that. I have to have my detailed template
Right.
and all the fields filled out correctly. So here it's going to take those note that I just typed and put it into a nice note for me, complete note.
Right. Mhm.
So it breaks it down and it puts it, parse it in the correct location. Uh,
Mhm.
mhm. Gives you the ICD code, recommended ICD code. It also puts a plan out in a nice, organized fashion. It also gives you the E&M office visit if that's what you want. But not only that, it checks your note. So by the time you're done with your note, it tells you, okay, you've got certain fields like the allergy, the vitals, and then the hemoglobin A1C, which is critical if the patient's getting membrane.
Mhm.
Um, with membrane, as you probably know, you need hemoglobin A1C if the patient's diabetic. Okay,
Mhm.
so all that are checked before. And the great thing about this is, let's just say if you wanted to add it, you can just kind of type it in here, and you can kind of see I'm typing down um, NKDA, no drug allergy. And then for vitals, I'm going to put down vitals within normal limits. And then hemoglobin A1C, I can say 5.8. And what it does is that it's going to parse it back into the note for you. So you don't have to go back and fill it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can see the hemoglobin A1C is there. Um, I put down, you know, what else I put down? I put down hemoglobin A1C, and then no drug allergy is another one, and vitals are within normal limits. Okay, so
Mhm.
all that is in there. So instead of having to go back and find the fields where you need to put it, you just type it in, which is very cool, very easy to do.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so let's just say at the end it checks it off, and it tells you this node is good to go and ready to bill out. Now,
Okay.
as a wound care specialist, and you know this already, membranes are very critical. So with after you're done with the soap note, then you want to do a procedure note for the membrane or the application. So the easiest way to do this is you just kind of type and find the procedure note or the note that you want. In this case, the membrane application, and just fill out whatever information you remember that you want to put in to it. So in this case, as you probably know, membrane application, you need to know the size of the membrane that you're putting in, right? And then you're going to put three membranes for this, and then you're going to put down expiration date is, let's just say 12 of 2025, and then serial number is 1 2 3 4 5, whatever. Okay, and let's just say that's all you remember that you need to put in. So when you do that, what it does is that it puts it in the correct area, parse it out for you. But also it tells you certain fields that you're required to put into it. And as you probably know, with wound, if the patient is a smoker, you need to specify that. And if there's any smoking cessation program that's needed, it needs to be documented. If the patient is a diabetic, you need a hemoglobin A1C. If it's on the lower leg, ABI, which is a measurement of the peripheral vascular compromise, it needs to be there, and so forth. So it kind of leads you, and by the time you're done with your note, you can be sure that there's an extra pair of eyes that actually look at your notes to make sure that it's filled out correctly. And again, I can type down whatever the missing information here, let's just say whatever, and it will parse it back into the note. Okay. It's very, very powerful. And for me,
Right. Now, do y'all have that one available? If I purchase purchasing the software.
yes, yes, we can do
Okay.
this.
Oh,
Yes,
wow. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. That would
yeah.
be so helpful for me because I do a lot, well, that
Yes.
would save me time.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
And provider and my
It,
provider.
yeah. How many providers do you have, if I may ask?
Three right now with the potential for two more.
Oh, okay. So,
Mhm.
okay. So up to five. It would definitely, and like I said, we can build out the custom template for you guys. Okay.
Okay.
All you need to do is let us know what template you want, what fields need to be in that template for
Okay.
your institution. So at the end of the day, your staff or your other practitioner who are working with you will do the same notes. They have the same consistent note throughout, and it makes sense, right?
Yes.
Because I talk to other provider. This is the number one gripe. I do my notes correctly, but then my other provider, my employees, they don't do it correctly. And when
Right.
there's an audit, guess what happens?
Mhm.
There's
We
no
are.
where
Hmm.
yeah, the inconsistency makes it really bad.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm. So with that said, that's the number one thing, and the compliance part of it is where you know I think we excel. The product of Mediscribe Pro and Top EMR excel to make everyone consistent and on doing the same set of notes. So yes, we can provide you with the template. We can even take your template and make it better for you. Okay,
Okay.
and
Oh,
and
wow.
then yeah, whatever template you need, we can try to create it. Like if you look at my template on the side, oh, let me move this in
Uh-huh.
here. I have punch biopsy for my dermatology practice. I
Okay.
not only do wound care, but I do dermatology. Um,
Okay.
I do a lot of fillers, cosmetic
Okay.
fillers, a lot of
Okay.
Botox and what have you.
Okay.
Um, Lots and lots of different things.
Okay.
Yeah, and then lastly, I wanted to kind of integrate this Metascribe Pro can be integrated with Top EMR, and I think you were talking that you were looking into next gen, correct?
That's what my biller wants me to go through because I'm been with eClinical Works and familiar with eClinical Works. But tell me a little bit about Top EMR.
Sure, sure. So let me just tell you something about eClinical, and I think I kind of briefly told you last time. So eClinical, I've been using eClinical since 2014. Okay,
Hmm.
I know pretty much how to use it, and you probably do too, but it is so cumbersome, right? It takes up to about 60 clicks to do a note, especially each different field, sometimes
Hmm.
less depending on what you're doing. So with that in mind, I set out to find a better EMR that's faster, more efficient. So Sherwin and myself, we developed this EMR that is super quick, and I'll show it to you in just 1 second here. It's called TopEMR, and I'm going to pull this thing over. Sorry. So with TopEMR, the interface is very clean. We made it so that there's no redundant buttons. It's HIPAA compliant. It's super secure. Okay, and and you probably know with eClinical, sometimes you want to do certain things, and there's 2 or 3 different buttons for the same things, and you have to go find it. Here, it's all the buttons are in your face, pretty much. So with TopEMR, the integration is with the Mediscribe Pro. So as you can probably see on the right hand side, the pan opens up to Mediscribe Pro, and whatever notes that you have here, you can click it, and it gets populated into your TopEMR, and it's saved.
Okay.
And the beauty of this is, you probably noticed this too, all the codes are there. So guess what? Your biller just goes in and start to click on the codes and bill out.
Okay.
And we are working on a way to integrate it where once you create your code with Mediscribe Pro, the AI component of it, those code can be populated into the billing for you. So your biller can automatically double check the codes and send them off without having to go back twice. And as you probably know, time is money. But not only that, human error is money, because every single time when you have someone going in to type down the code from the note over to the billing, they can miss it. However, AI, as you probably know, is very good at parsing information. So whatever the code is, it gets parsed in the right field for the biller.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does that one print out when
So
you look at the print?
So the printout comes out like this, and let me go here real quick. Let me go to here. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to show you this. So the printout goes like, right now we have it where the printout is in a nice layout, okay? And we're working with providers to get feedback on what layout they like. I know with eClinical, they have at least 10 different layouts. They have the modern, they have the classic, whatever design you want. We are working with providers to ask them what layout they want, and we can customize it for them. So when they print it out, it's in exactly what,
because I think I like the classic 3. I think it is.
Yes, me too. I like the classic 3. Yes, I do. And I love that classic 3 because if I remember correctly, all the medication allergies, it's on one side and everything's there.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So that's something as an option that you guys can kind of create at some point.
Oh, absolutely. We can work with you and your clinic if you have a good decent number of providers. We can work on something for you for your clinic. There's other options that we can do for you too. So not to worry. Like I said, the TopEMR is very robust. And as you can probably see, what you're seeing here is just a snippet of what I kind of showed you in terms of note taking. It has the ability to do telehealth. It has the ability to send out text messages to confirm. And Sherwin can sit here and tell you everything, right, Sherwin?
No.
Because Sherwin has been doing this for how long, if I may ask?
15 years.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
So, you see, he has 15 years of experience, and he knows everything that he can do with our EMR and customize it. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so like even getting started with Mediscribe, what's the process?
The process is very simple. I'm going to send you a link. You just sign up, put on your credit card, sign up for your 3 providers, and then just start using it. Yes, it's only $99 per provider for the Mediscribe Pro, and it's very reasonable given the time that it saves. Creating the note.
Right. Is there a way that for them to be able to get a little? It doesn't have to be you, but just someone to kind of get a little tutorial for them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can definitely get someone to do that for them, tutorial. Or I will personally help you guys out, especially if I know
All
you
three.
personally.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can do some custom templates for you.
Okay.
But not only this, okay. Once they start using Mediscribe Pro, and now I'll tell you honestly, my staff,
Uh-huh.
my nurses were really reluctant to use it.
Mm-hmm.
They told me, no, we're just afraid of AI. So
Mm-hmm.
I forced them to use it. And
Mm-hmm.
after the first day, I told them, okay, how about if we take away the use of the Mediscribe? And guess what they said to me?
Uh-huh.
Because no, you can't do that to us. It makes it
Uh-huh.
so much easy because their notes
Oh,
now, they just type in
right.
small snippets of information. It gets corrected, the spelling gets corrected, and then I don't have to go after them about misspelled words or sentence,
Right.
and it saves you time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very good. It's good for intake. If you have someone that's
Right.
intaking your note and you're
Right.
always griping about misspelled words or sentence not being,
Right.
it's done for
Completed.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
let me ask you, so even signing up with Medscribe just myself, will you already kind of have that template for like membrane wrap, or would I need to do that separate or
No, I can share you my membrane wrap you know um
template?
application. Yeah. Yeah, but if you have your own, if you have one that you're using, we can customize it for you. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Right. And well, and I wish I did. I just kind of follow like, like going llama, did I do this? Did I do that? Which takes me forever,
Yes. See,
you know.
that's what I talked to wound care,
Hmm.
and this is why
Hmm.
we created this wound care module, because a
Yes,
lot
I'm
of
glad.
wound care
Yeah.
specialists, they are being audited, and
Right.
callbacks are
Right.
big. Yeah.
Yes, it's horrible.
And then
Yeah,
not
I
only
know
that,
people. Mhm.
right. And then at the end of the day, what happens is that, you go home and you're like, did I miss something on my notes? Did
I
I not
know.
do this?
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
Hmm.
Of making sure all that's compliant. Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I would love to start off with just kind of getting that part of it, that piece. And you said basically, with even once we kind of just put it into there, we can merge it into our regular EMR, that we're currently using for the time being.
Right. So for eClinical, and I'll tell you how I do it eClinical. I
Mm-hmm.
copy I go to this, let's just say this is the note that I want.
Mm-hmm.
I just copy it with one click, it's copied, and I
Mm-hmm.
paste it into my eClinical, wherever you want, where you have notes section that you want to kind of fill it in. That's how quickly you can do it with eClinical.
Oh
Okay.
wow. Okay.
Okay. Um, my
Thanks.
whole thing here is this: with eClinical, it's so discombobulated. You know that, right? It's in
Right.
different
It
sections.
is. Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
true.
that's why with Top EMR, like I said, if you migrate over, we will help you, and we will allow you to use the Mediscribe Pro. That's part of it, and it's easier for you, and the learning curve is going to be much less. But yes, I agree. Sometimes it's good to start out with Mediscribe Pro first, see how you like it, and integrating it with eClinical. And currently, my staff, they're using eClinical to kind of take down some information, um, because
And
we're
how much
testing
is
out.
it for the okay, and for the EMR, for a top EMR, how much is that one?
It's 4.99 for the first 3 months, and then after that,
Okay.
it's 8.99. But for your
Okay.
clinic, since you're taking on a lot of, two more additional providers, we can work on a different plan for you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I would like to, like I said, play with that. Even do a little trial, whatever. Get some feedback from my other providers, and if you guys are able to kind of have my note kind of print out into that classic or whatever, that clean like part of it,
Hmm.
sign. I'll be all for it.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So
Literally.
definitely we will. I think the next step is I'm going to send you a link to sign up for the Mediscribe Pro. Okay,
Okay.
play with it, and then please let me know what's a good time for me to meet up
So
with you
follow
and
up.
your team.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
we can customize your note. And then once you like that, and then we can definitely work on getting you on to the top EMR, especially
Okay.
making the format of the uh, the medical note in the what modern 3
Uh-huh, the
design.
modern three, yep. and I can even send you one of like an example or something like that, just so we
Sure.
know that we all have it. It's all included in kind of what I have,
Sure.
what
Absolutely.
sections I have for wound care, the
Hmm.
specifics.
And the beauty of this is this. Let's just say if you have a wound care template, a note that you want it in a certain design, we can help you create your own custom template in Mediscribe Pro.
Okay, yeah, see, that's exactly in the template. Because I was going to say, eClinicals, I had them to create me a
A
template
form.
for
Yeah.
my.
Right. So we can do the same thing. We'll create you a custom template on Mediscribe Pro. So by the time that you're done with your note, it's going to be in exactly the same format that you want. And
Okay.
it will check out certain fields to make sure that it's done correctly, or um, you know the necessary fields are correctly filled out.
Okay. Okay.
Would that
All
work for
right.
you?
Well, yeah. No, yeah, that sounds great. What I'll do is, like I said, if you send me that link and send me, just like that example what we talked about with the template, so that I can play with it. And what I'll do, because I do have like a scribe, and I have a well, two texts here or
Mm,
LVNs that also
okay.
kind of help. So the intake, pretty much like intake.
Right. How
Uh
about if I do this for you guys? Okay.
huh.
We're going to set up. The first step is I'm going to send you a link for you to sign up. The second step is I'm going to meet up with your scribe and show them how to do certain things like intake note. And then
Okay.
you let me know when you're available to do a meeting with the provider, and I'll do a separate
Okay.
meeting for the provider. You guys go to be ecstatic using the system, and then
Oh wow.
we'll move from we'll go from there. How's that?
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yep, that sounds good. Okay, well, I'm excited. Yeah. Well, give me that, and then we will plan to talk soon and go through the next steps.
Yes, absolutely. I'll definitely
Okay.
craft an email, shoot it to you, and then we'll talk more.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Thank you so much,
All right.
Sherwin. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I don't. Thanks. I'm just listening in. I'm good.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much. Okay. We'll talk
Okay. All
soon.
right. Okay,
Have a
thank
good day.
you. Okay, you
Take care.
too. Okay,
Bye
you
bye
too.
now.
Bye bye. Bye bye.